Have you ever eaten a hot dog? Wait, actually, the better question might be, did you know that hot dogs, while seen as a symbol of America, were once so controversial that they nearly got banned from major stadiums? Drop a comment below and let me know, what kind of hot dog have you tried? The one with crispy fried onions, gooey melted cheese, or just the simple classic with ketchup and mustard? Oh, and do you call it a hot dog or just a sausage sandwich? It sounds like a humble snack, but the truth is, hot dogs are more than just food, they're wrapped in stories of culture, controversy, and even national pride. And today, I'll take you through the bizarre journey of this iconic bite, from early 20th century street carts to Super Bowl stadiums. Are you ready? Sit back, turn the volume up a bit, and let's dive in. Hot dogs, just the name sounds steamy and satisfying, but few people know that this name once made an entire generation cringe. Before it was accepted everywhere, the hot dog was considered junk food, dangerous, even suspicious. No joke. It all started in the late 19th century, when German immigrants brought their beloved Frankfurter sausages from Frankfurt to the US. But in America, those sausages got a new twist. They were stuffed into buns for easy street eating, especially outside baseball stadiums. And thus, the early version of the hot dog was born. But what about the name hot dog? Sounds cute, right? Well, the truth is a bit messier. There was a widespread rumor that the sausages were made from dog meat. Yes, seriously. At one point, American media hinted that the contents of the sausages were sketchy and unregulated. Suspicion spread, and hot dogs began to be banned from schools due to safety concerns. Imagine this, if someone told you bubble tea was made from motor oil, would you still drink it? Drop your honest reaction in the comments. But hot dogs didn't go down without a fight. Despite the controversy, immigrant working-class communities kept the hot dog alive, because it was cheap, fast, and practical. Street vendors in New York, with their wooden carts and steamy clouds, quietly preserved this food in the heartbeat of city life. And then, something changed. Major baseball stadiums started to officially sell hot dogs, turning them into a national snack at every game. Hot dogs became tied to the spirit of sports, cheering crowds, family outings, and weekends. Americans began to feel pride in their hot dogs, much like Italians feel pride in their pizza. You might not realize this, but a hot dog is not just a fast food. It's the breath of New York streets, a childhood memory at camp, the go-to snack of night shift workers, people living fast, living hard, but living real. And here's a quirky twist, hot dogs even sparked a cultural war within America itself. For years, there's been a fiery debate between Chicago and New York over what makes a proper hot dog. Chicagoans claim, putting ketchup on a hot dog is a crime. Meanwhile, New Yorkers insist, ketchup is the soul of it. And so, the hot dog became a symbol of regional identity. Quick question, if you had to choose a hot dog style, which side are you on? Team crispy onions and mustard or team ketchup overload? Let me know in the comments, are you team Chicago or team New York? Back to the journey of the hot dog, once it survived the dog meat rumors and became America's favorite stadium snack, you'd think that was the end of the drama, right? Not even close. This seemingly simple dish even made its way onto the dining table of the White House. In 1939, during a tense political climate just before World War II, U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt and First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt invited King George VI and Queen Elizabeth of England for an official state visit. And guess what Eleanor served the British royals? Not steak. Not caviar. But, hot dogs. Yes, in the backyard of the White House, Queen Elizabeth was handed a hot dog, and after being shown how to eat it, she took a small bite. The New York Times ran the headline the next day, "The Queen Tries the Hot Dog." It was a small moment, but it became a cultural milestone, the first time a humble street food represented American cuisine in a royal diplomatic event. From then on, the hot dog wasn't just food for the working class, it became a symbol of freedom, of the American way of life, fast, convenient, customizable. Pretty surprising, huh? Drop an emoji in the comments to show your reaction to the Queen of England eating a hot dog. But of course, hot dogs weren't done facing the heat of modern-day scrutiny. As the clean eating and green living movements gained momentum, hot dogs were once again put on trial. People began saying, they contain nitrates, too much sodium, possible cancer risks. And yes, the World Health Organization, WHO, even classified processed meats as potentially carcinogenic. Suddenly, a new generation started looking at hot dogs with raised eyebrows. There was a wave of caution, and hot dogs found themselves facing cancellation once again. But somehow, this food has serious survival instincts. Brands quickly adapted. Vegan hot dogs made from plants, soy, lentils, chickpeas, you name it, started popping up on every Brooklyn street corner. Now, you can grab a hot dog that's cruelty-free, cholesterol-friendly, and fully Gen Z approved. Once again, the hot dog reinvented itself to match the times, blending tradition with modern sensibilities. Strange as it sounds, this bite-sized snack tells us so much about how American society has evolved over more than 100 years. There's another thing worth mentioning. Every July, Americans celebrate National Hot Dog Day, and at the center of it is the legendary Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest. The winner? Someone who can eat 70 hot dogs in just 10 minutes. Sounds crazy, right? But this event is broadcast nationwide, with commentators, sponsors, and thousands of fans tuning in. A simple food like the hot dog has gone far beyond being a snack, it's now a pop culture icon. It shows up in movies, books, online memes, and believe it or not, even poetry. Yes, there's a poem that praises hot dogs as the symbol of American childhood. If you ever thought history was dry and boring, the story of the hot dog might make you think twice. Sometimes, history lives in your hands, in the form of a steaming bun and a sausage. And when it's all said and done, here's what I take away from it. Every food, no matter how basic it may seem, carries a journey, a cultural mindset. It's not just about taste, it's about people, communities, and how societies shift and adapt. The hot dog has been shamed, celebrated, doubted, and reborn. Just like so many things in life, don't judge something by its simple appearance. Sometimes, inside a humble bun, lies a quiet revolution. If you enjoyed this kind of storytelling, hit that follow/subscribe button to make sure you don't miss out on future podcast episodes, where we explore other seemingly ordinary things that hide extraordinary stories from history and culture. Thank you for sticking around until the very end. I truly appreciate your time. Wishing you a day as warm and satisfying as your very first hot dog.